Well, good evening, everybody. I bet this is a real surprise. We are 3 minutes ahead of schedule, and it's an absolute honour, and a pleasure to welcome Mr. Milbillie, all the way from Milwaukee, I believe, in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Come and join us. And originally, we were going to talk a little bit to begin with about the obviously the English football team that you support, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to let you explain to us, how did the Packers get on yesterday?
They're pretty good, considering they've always had problems in Minnesota. But with there being no fans there, it seemed like Aaron Rodgers had it pretty easy.
Yep.
For a few drop passes.
Yep. And I believe the final score was 43-34, if I remember rightly.
Yep.
Yep. So good on the Packers. You know, giving a little bit of cheer to Wisconsin, because let's face it, you know, people in Wisconsin are going to need a little bit of cheer, because it's not going to be long now before they are going to face the music. And I must admit, of all the people that have been following this case, I would suspect, Milbillie, that you are the longest. You go back further than anybody. I would be very surprised if there's anybody further back than you that's been following this case.
I wouldn't say there's a lot of people that have been following this case, but not as long as me, maybe a little bit longer.
Right. But as far as obviously now coming forward with your YouTube channel, which has been putting out all this great stuff, all these phone calls, listening to everything, you know. I wanted to ask you a little bit about obviously the dude, thoughts on the dude.
Yeah, it's. I still can't believe he's gone. He's gone. He was an inspiration for me. Like after season 2 was about to come out, I found his YouTube channel, started watching. I never actually got to catch him live. I was usually watching it after it aired because of my work schedule.
Yeah. And
then one time I was actually able to catch him live, started commenting in the chat, started to be around more when I was off work. So, because he started going live every day. So I tried to catch him when I was off. Again, asking my own questions, and I couldn't get the answers. So I started diving in myself.
Yep.
And here we are.
Yeah. I'm
it's just tragedy, because he was such a positive impact for this community. He brought everybody together, tried to. Can't fill that void, but nobody can.
No, you're absolutely right there. It's getting to the stage where I struggle to watch a video with him in, because it's just like I find that, you know, to begin with, I was kind of blasé about the fact, you know, well, he's gone. We just have to get on, and it's just got harder and harder. But yeah, I mean, he was just a tremendous force. He certainly encouraged me, and I know for a fact that he was overjoyed at the people that came forward and did their own YouTube channel. Obviously yourself, Linda, 80 More Things, Andrew Whitehead, all these other guys. As Alex Monday of Fresh Start Monday once said, you know, he's the black belt of MAM YouTubers. You know, as you say, it's just a huge void to fill. Thanks, Milbillie, for those words. It's just one of those things. It's very difficult to comprehend that he's not around anymore. But I know that what he would want us to do is to keep talking about the case and to keep shining that spotlight on Manitowoc County. And I would have to say that, if anything, that is something that you have done with a vengeance. You have really pushed the boat out, and your latest videos, and you're busy, putting out all that stuff about the phone calls from Calumet. You are doing an amazing job. Anyway, one of the things that interests me about this case is having followed it for so long. In what ways has kind of your opinions changed in regards to where the evidence has led to? I'm going to ask you something, and honestly, this question was not sponsored by Richard Boyd, but could you give us a brief rundown of your opinions on how many RAV4s are we dealing with?
Well, I said it before. I'll say it again. There's, in my eyes, it hasn't been proven to me that it's her car.
Yeah.
There's just the only way to prove it is right if she gets the car.
Yeah. Do you think the car's still there?
They gave back, so it's a crapshoot. It's still there, but they gave the bones back. So.
And obviously, we hear that this RAV4 is in a crate in the ground somewhere. And as soon as Zellner and Fallon are arranging the times for an evidentiary hearing, as soon as Calumet County hear about this, all of a sudden, Sukovich shuts them down. I mean, it's is there a RAV4 even to look at? I mean, I must admit, I've spoken obviously with Dr. Siltman. He's of the opinion that it's long gone.
That'd be, but we won't see until when they have to give her evidence.
Yeah.
But
so, having listened to some of your recent videos with the phone calls from Calumet, it's notable that one where the guy phones up and says, "Oh, excuse me, hi, sexy," all that kind of stuff. What seriously? What is going on there with Calumet County in this so-called investigation? I just find it bizarre. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, there's a lot of little nuggets that I've been finding. Like, for instance, they're referring to the other crime scene a whole lot, and that would be the Cuss Road area.
Right.
Like, the morning of the 7th, you hear them say that, they're probably going to be wrapping up at the end of the day. And then for some odd reason, they need to search for another 5 days. You hear them say, we could take our time collecting things. We got 5 more days to find things.
Wow.
I mean, they lose the evidence keys, so they can't submit evidence. People are taking evidence from the property to the station, but not signing in. It's a piss poor.
Yeah.
The same people that are finding things are the same people that are going through it.
Yeah, it's as you say, it's just shocking what's going on in that. Well, little did they know that 15 years later on, people were going to be looking at what they did. Um, can I just run through quickly and say, because I realize that I'm one of the world's worst at this. Can I just say hi to everybody that's here in the chat? Let's start off with Bob Bailey, Dark Side to the Moon, Linda, Not My Verbiage. We've got, I'm going to say I've gone down too quickly. We've got Addiction Mouse. Hi there, Addiction Mouse. I've never seen that before. Kim Eastwood, hi. Dark Side of the Moon, Teresa Leibinger. I hope I pronounced that right. Have I got that right, Milbillie? Leibinger? Any idea? No. Not My Verbiage, Diction Maze, Mystic Jinx, Thinks, Alice Irvin, hi, Kim, and Teresa, Bob Bailey, Darkside, Catnit, hi there, Darkside, Not My Verbiage, what have we got? Shaken but Not Stirred, hi, Shaken but Not Stirred, nice to see you here. Kadon, who else have we got? Sharon, hi there. I hope I'm not going too quickly, going through all these people joining in. What's there? Jonathan Manning. Yeah, Bob Bailey, Milbillie audio is choppy. I'm gonna take that upon myself to explain. Milbillie has got a problem with his computer system.
Yeah,
and I'll let you explain. Yeah.
My computer, there was a Windows update and something happened while I was installing. I tried to system restore, didn't work, so I tried resetting my PC. It worked, it turned on, and then I restarted it, and now it won't do anything.
Anyway, we're very pleased to have you here for. We'll not keep you too long, Milbillie. And really, I would have to say that because you've been following this case so long, from so far back, and I know this is kind of like a worn-out question, but has there ever been a moment as you've been following this when you thought, could Steve be guilty? Has that ever happened? No,
Never.
No,
not once.
And not once.
No. Well, that's what when I first started researching. That's what I started looking at. Could he have done this?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
No.
I mean, we got Stephen Avery stating that he's seen her turn left, and then we have a dispatch call about a lady saying that she's traveling in that direction on 147, and then she turned on the R.
Yeah.
Like everything he states can be substantiated in some way.
Yeah.
And the fact that he always admits to something he's done.
Yeah. Now I realize this is kind of a if you like, the $1 million question. Your thoughts on it, and I realize this is difficult to say because nobody knows what happened to Teresa. What? Let's put it this way: who would be your sort of number one suspects?
Well, we got to find out what really happened to Teresa Halbach first. I know
that's obviously very much the. I suppose. Could we break it down to listening to Dean and Jerry? I get the impression that they are angling towards the opinion that a lot of people have come up with, that that Scott and Bobby have got
No.
a lot to do with this.
Bobby may have, but law enforcement, they went after everybody. I mean, look what they did to Jody. They tried using the phone calls with Debbie to make Jody mad that she would say something out of frustration that they could use to charge Steve more.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they go to see her 2 weeks before she's supposed to be released. She doesn't want to talk to him no more. After they meet, she tells them, don't let them talk. I don't want to talk to them no more. They know they were fucked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and before that, they go after Marie, trying to get Marie to say something so they can bring more charges on them.
Yeah.
Because they're just holding her for the other charge.
Yeah.
And then they charge them with murder on the 15th of November. But, I mean, just like I've been listening to all this audio, so is law enforcement. And they use things Stephen was saying to paint a false narrative.
Absolutely, yes. I was just on the phone doing a live chat this morning with Dr. Sutton, and he was saying exactly that same thing, that, you know, Ken Kratz talks in his book about the fact he listened to all of the phone calls between Steve and various people, you know, because that's the point of locking them up, isn't it?
On the 8th of November, Dennis Jacobs gives Calumet County the copies of all the phone calls between Steve and his landline, his cell phone, and Jody.
Yep.
Well, we can't get all them calls. Nothing happened. Why are they hiding everything?
Yeah.
Suppressing key. What I mean, we got written copies of the interviews, but they won't give us the audio from them.
Yeah. So
there's thousands of photos that haven't been released. People have things all the time. It's always denied. Same excuse. Sealed evidence. Can't be reopened to another trial. So until that happens, we won't get any of it, if it even exists. If that.
Yeah. No, I was going to sort of ask. You know, obviously, you know, where do you think the evidence points? If not Bobby and Scott, as you were saying, because the pressure's brought to bear on them, then we're basically looking at Hillegas, Blowdawn, and always number one suspect for me has been Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department. They've always been my number one suspect. I have never ever seen past them, and I've chatted with the big boss of the sheriff department, and he did nothing to convince me that I was barking at the wrong tree. And you know what, Milbillie, if there was ever a smidgen of evidence to suggest that I was wrong in this, you know, and that, you know, Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department had nothing to do with this, I was told, Herman, I would apologize to him. You know, I would phone him up and apologize.
Mm-hmm.
I said to him, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do about all this rubbish that your detectives came up with? And he said, well, you know, if there was ever any evidence of planting, I would be in touch with Kathleen Zellner.
Yeah,
I don't think he's been in touch with her at all.
No. The fact that after Zellner got on the case, they opened an investigation.
Yeah.
For queso. And why do they bring John Dietering, of all people, out of just to re-interview Bobby Ashton?
Well, do you think it was a case of the fact that, you know, these are guys that have been involved in the original case, and you've got to try and cover your own mistakes? Or, well, what's your opinion on that? Why are they bringing in these dinosaurs from the past?
Well, the fact that they talk to everybody they're trying to find. trying to prove damage was there prior to the car being found. Just the lack of things missing in that car, it doesn't make any sense. There's no paper trail for anything. Any key documented evidence. They don't have any documentation for discovery for anything.
Yeah.
Whether it be the bone, the plates, all of it, all found after they had already been searching that whole property. And the key is when tells Stephen on November 9th, we found bones today. Not the 8th, the 9th. We found the plates yesterday. Every time he referees a block, it's a body. Not bones, a body. The dogs where the body was. That's why I reposted the last 15 minutes because the things they say, yeah, they do trying to get him Stephen up, but the things they say are crucial. In my opinion, what I think.
Yeah. I really apologize, but the audio is getting very choppy. Could we maybe catch up again and carry on this because the sound is and I'm hearing it and I'm watching the chat and we've got a lot of people.
I had the same problem last live.
Yeah. And really, to be honest, Milbillie, what you have got to say is so important because, as I say, you've followed this case from the get-go, and I really do want everybody to hear what you're saying, and then dare I say that at times it's like the case so well. There are times sometimes when I'm thinking, I have to listen to what you're talking about, and then I realize, what part of the this sort of jail calls that you've listened to that you're talking about. You have been an absolute stalwart in this, and I can only ever, sort of pay homage to yourself for the work that you've done in all of this, and I know that. God bless his soul.
That's why it's a tragedy.
Yeah, sorry.
That's why it's a tragedy with my PC because my computer was basically just this case. All the research, all the notes, everything I've written down. And if I can't get my computer to restore it, I lost everything.
Oh hell.
But I do have, I say 90% of it backed up, but not all of it, because the stuff I was just working on before this happened. Yeah, it's gone.
Well, listen, Milbillie, you're an absolute stalwart of this case. So, if we could maybe catch up within the next few days, maybe weeks time, and just carry on, that would be absolutely brilliant. And I realise you're a busy fella, and
I'm free tomorrow and free on Thursday.
Well, let's plan. Yeah, I'll send you a message. Maybe later on in the week or next beginning of next week. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I can get my situation controlled. But looks of it is going to be a while.
Okay. Right. Okay. I would like to thank everybody for coming on and joining in on the live chat. And listen, if you, I'm sure you all do already. Listen, this guy Milbillie, he is an absolute epic warrior for putting stuff out there. Please do go and check out all the stuff that he puts out. I've listened to, they're just short clips, couple of minutes of audio, but I tell you what, you would be, flabbergasted at some of the stuff that's coming out of these so-called law enforcement officers. Milbillie, we'll catch you soon. It's cheerio for now.
Later.
We'll see you later. Cheers. Bye for now. Bye-bye.